Hey everybody, today I'm going to make a different kind of video talking briefly about what it takes if you're going to come up here. Before I came up here, I heard every reason why I shouldn't come up here. And those excuses ranged from it's too cold in North Dakota, you can't sleep in your car, you can't be away from your family, you don't know if you're going to get a job, all these different things. So they told me why I can't come up here. So far I've proven everybody wrong, and then some. I have been very, very happy with my decision. I'm not saying that I don't miss my family. I absolutely miss my family. It sucks, it really does. But you got to look at the cost versus the benefit of, making a decision to come up here or go anywhere when you make a big move, in your life. So I came up here, I was 100% committed to finding a job up here and making it work. If I came up here and I couldn't find a job that was going to pay me enough to warrant being up here and being away from my family, then I'd go back to Vegas. I'd obviously take less money in Vegas to be with my family than I would, I'm not going to come up here and make $2 or $3 more an hour. Just, it's not worth being away from my family. But if you're going to come up here, you need to be, driven. So many people that I talk to, since I've been up here, I get private messages, you see some of the comments, and I've even met a couple people up here. They get discouraged right from the very beginning. The weakest part of our body is our mind. Almost always. So until you get your mind focused and you train your mind to be strong, your mind is going to give out on you. So you get up here, you search for 2 or 3 days, and then your mind starts playing tricks on you. Oh, maybe I should go home. There's no jobs here. I know because I went through it. I thought I was going to get up here and find a job the first day. I really envisioned I was going to get up here. There's going to be some contractor trailers lining this road that went through town. It's going to be the middle of nowhere. And I was just going to go and walk into a contractor trailer and say I'm here for work, and they're going to say, well, what do you want to do or something? I was going to say I can do anything, and they're going to say, all right, here, fill this out and you're hired. That was hardly the case. I applied at least 30 places, maybe 35 or more. I didn't count everyone, but I applied at a lot of places every single day. I talked to everybody I possibly can. And ultimately, the job I ended up getting was because of talking to somebody at the gym. So the guy basically hooked me up with the job. So, and he sent me into his work. He didn't have any, any authority in the hiring process, but he put in a good word for me, really good guy, and I got hooked up because of that. So, and I'm grateful for that. But if you're going to come up here, you need to have your mindset, 100% dedicated to doing this. If you come up here and you start to get discouraged, and then you think, oh, I could go back to whatever town it is you came from, Minneapolis or Tampa, Florida, or whatever, you need to think about it, why you left there. So you left there because you weren't making any money and you couldn't support yourself. You need to, keep that in mind. Otherwise, it's easy. It's always easier when you're, doing something to say, oh, I should go do this other thing. And then you're doing that thing, and then you say, oh, I should go do this other thing. It's just your mind playing tricks on you, trying to get you out of doing whatever it is you're doing. Our bodies want to take the path of least resistance. And if our mind can convince our body that just to give up and quit, that's what we do. So get up here, you'll find a job. I don't care if it takes a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you'll find a job, and it's going to make probably way more money. Right now, I'm probably making 5 times more money. 4 or 5 times. I don't know what it's going to work out to yet, but 4 or 5 times more money than I was making in Las Vegas. And I'm working a little more hours. In Vegas, I was probably working 70 hours a week. Up here, I make it working maybe 100. Well, the last couple weeks, I've worked over 100 hours. I've worked 107 2 weeks ago. And then this week that just ended, I worked 104. So, you work a lot of hours, which is, I'm fine with it. That's another thing. People say it's impossible to work that many hours. There's 168 hours in a week. 168. So if you're only working 107, you have 61 hours. So you have 8 hours a day. You don't need 10 or 15 hours off like most people have. It's just not necessary. Yeah, you don't have anything to do. You have no personal life. You have no enjoyment. You have, nothing. Sorry, hair's blowing around in my face. You have no, extracurricular type things. There's nothing to do. But you're in Williston. There's nothing to do anyways. Even if you had 20 hours a day off, there's nothing to do. There's no entertainment. So you might as well work. That's what you're here for, is to make money. You look at the flip side of it, what the reward for all your risk that you took, by taking a chance and driving out here, not having a job, not having housing, anything. And you look at the reward that you're going to get. Your family's going to be taken care of. Your bills are going to be paid. That's one thing that I'm really considering doing, because I have some credit card debt, and my car, the car that I drive, I owe a little bit of money on it. I think I owe like $4,000 or something. Maybe if you guys see what I'm able to do by working up here versus what I was doing in Las Vegas, and I was a well-established real estate agent in Las Vegas. I've done it for a long time there, way over 10 years. But if you could see what I'm doing with the money, maybe you guys would, really think, wow, it is doable. I didn't have any hookup up here. I didn't have any, special in with anybody. So you guys have the exact same opportunity that I have. You just got to be dedicated, motivated, and get up here and make a commitment to do whatever it is you're going to do. Once I focus on something, I don't stop. I'm very obsessive compulsive with it. And, I knew that's how it was going to be once I got up here. So hopefully this helps you guys, get focused before you come up here. If you're one of those people that bounce back and forth and can't make a commitment to anything, don't even waste your time. Just stay home, because all you're going to do is waste your gas. You're going to get up here, you're going to get frustrated and, depressed. And then you're going to just drive home, and then you wasted $400 driving back and forth. So just stay home. Continue doing what you're doing, because you're not going to make it here. But if you're dedicated and you're focused, you're going to get up here and you're going to make a lot of money, and you're going to, really be happy with your decision. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, take care, and hopefully this motivates you guys to get off the couch and get up here. We'll see you guys.